YouTube. It's Jen, also known as Quirks and Stitches. I'm here with my mom today. I told you yesterday I was going to hop on and go over our giveaway winners. Again, the response was astounding from the people that participated in 24 Hours of Cross Stitch Take 2. So we wanted to go through. We had a lot to pull for, though, because I told you that we were doing a $24 gift certificate to 123 Stitch. I told you that there were going to be some project bags. And I told you that we like themes. So there were going to be 24 total prizes. So if you see behind me, there's two little bins, a 2 and a 4. You know, it was mom's idea. Good call. Those are filled with some, we're going to call them stitching stash enhancements. And we were really trying to find all the things that could be 24 related to be stitching stash enhancements. However, that was harder than we thought it was going to be.
Yes.
So what we did first was we pulled for people that are going to be getting something from one of these. You don't get to pick. We're just going to, as we're making envelopes up and we get addresses, we're going to pull something out and put it in an envelope for you. There's size 24 needles. There's a pattern, a stitching pattern. There's 24 DMC, 24 Weeks Dye Works, 24 Krennic. You know, like we were going through trying to find as many 24s as we could, and we ran out. I mean, there was no 24 fabric, you know, like it was harder than we thought. So, but we're going to be using those things to kind of fill the other places in our giveaways. So I've never done a giveaway before, so if I'm doing this completely wrong, please forgive me. We went through, I had the list that was generated through the survey. I did some random number generator things, and these people are going to be receiving an email from me before this is even, I think, up, that they need to send me their address for something from in there. Again, you don't get to choose. I'm sorry about that. Like, it's just whatever we have to send. So those winners are Darla, and I'm not going to give last names. So Darla is from Kentucky. She stitched for 19 hours. I forgot to mute my mic again. Hold on. Okay. Darla stitched for 19 hours. Awesome, Darla. Like, that's great. Dina over in Georgia. She joined us for 18 hours. So you'll be getting something from that bin as well. Carolyn from Florida stitched for 10 hours. Thank you so much. Sarah in Nova Scotia, Canada, stitched for 14 hours, exclamation point. Debbie in Pennsylvania, whereabouts, Debbie? 8 hours. And Tedra, I'm sorry if I'm not saying names right, I don't read phonetically, was in Illinois, and she did 12 hours of stitching, so thank you so much. Caroline in Canada, 9 hours of stitching. Heather in Canada as well, 13 hours of stitching. Shanvada, I'm not sure, you're in Virginia Beach, did 13 hours, and I have to commend you. You had the great idea to do a self-pledge to yourself for the amount of time you stitched and the amount of finishes, and then donated that money to Bendy Stitchy's charity. That's awesome. We got a lot of feedback about wanting to do charities and how we could do that. We just weren't sure how. And it is something that as we're going forward with this, we definitely want to incorporate. So we're looking into what different charities we can give to. You know, Bendy Stitchy does a fantastic job every month of giving back to the communities, and we want to be able to do that. So thank you for integrating that into this on your own. That's incredible. Jody over in Manitoba, we had a lot of Canada winners. She did 15 hours. Rachel in Ohio did 12 hours. Corey in St. Louis did 5 hours. Chris in North Carolina, 12 hours. Tara in Australia did 2 hours and 45 minutes. Jennifer in Kentucky did 18 hours. Melly did 7 hours plus 3 hours. She's in Texas. Maybe it was 7 hours one day, 3 hours the next day. Awesome. Melissa in California, 17 hours. Nasia in Wyoming, 18 hours. And Deb in Massachusetts, 13 hours. So each of you should be receiving an email. If you haven't gotten it already, please respond back to us with your address. I do also have a couple digital files. So in the mix of things that we're sending, I was going to offer a digital file for my project cards and also a digital file for my whipwall cards. So it could be one of those that we're going to send you your way. So that is that. We had some other prizes, though, that we were giving away for. We had Pretty Southern Linda Jo had offered to make a project bag, and talked to her this morning, and what she's going to do is she's going to be doing a gift certificate to her Etsy shop. She's just figuring out the fine-tuned details of how that's going to work. So I will get you in touch with her, and you'll be able to redeem it for something of your liking, as far as one of her bags or her other products, I believe. And the winner of that is Jamie. Jamie, you did 10 hours and you're from Illinois. So congratulations on that. Her bags are phenomenal. We also mentioned that we were going to be giving away our project bags. So we have 3 different clock bags, and we have 3 winners. So we've got Joanne in California. You stitched for 17 hours. So you'll be getting a clock bag coming from us. Nancy in Pennsylvania, again, where? 4 hours. And Laura in Colorado, you stitched for 14 hours. And you were so dedicated to doing this. You had been like commenting so much throughout before and after. And I was so glad when your name came up. I was like, yay, Laura. So you're going to be getting one of the project bags. And then we're also going to be sending a $24 gift certificate to 123 Stitch. And the winner of the gift certificate is Jennifer in Wisconsin, and she stitched for 9 hours. So congratulations,
yeah,
guys.
Job.
Thank you so much for joining in and doing this with us. We can't guarantee we'll be doing 24 gifts every time we do this.
Right.
We might have bit off a little more than we could chew, and we were really thinking about it. But we just, I seriously cannot thank you guys enough for you not only joining in, but your comments as you did this.
Yeah.
Like, you really made this a community building event. And there were a lot of people that were like, thank you so much for everything you're doing. And I'm like, I don't really feel like I did that much. I thank you for thanking me. I just blown away. And again, what you've done to my family and my friends who are like, really, Jen? Other people are like you and do this. So thank you for that and being a part of this community. So I hope you enjoyed. We will be posting more about the next Take 3 event and how we're going to tweak it a little bit. I have to say that most of our comments were keep it like it is. So we're not going to do, I don't think, a major overhaul or anything like that.
It was neat to see so many ages. I mean, this was like all ages, and I felt right at home. Being in the 60s, it's like, okay. I mean, it's just like, it's nice that we can be united in this way doing this. I'm always saying to Jen, it's an art form. It's, the artists design the charts for us, but just the needlework that we're doing is an art form in itself. And it's just neat to see, having been in it for so long, it being people loving it so much and just doing beautiful, beautiful work. Yeah.
Well, and too, how far it spread. I mean, guys, there were people in like all over doing this.
Yeah.
So it was really, really neat to see just the globalness of this, that you can get so trapped in your immediate physical community, and if you don't have stitchers near you, it can feel like you're not being included or you're not part of that. But I just feeling that community on a global level was really neat. So
really neat.
So we'll be doing it again.
Yeah.
And happy stitching, keep stitching, and all of the things. So